This guide is provided by Quaker Stucco Products, a division of IPA Systems. This video is to provide you with installation information for hardcoat stucco over wood frame construction. This is for builders and stucco contractors who want to know some of the basics required by states that follow the International Residential Code 2006 and 2009. ASTM C926 and ASTM 1063 are included in these codes, as well as homeowners who want to be sure that their stucco home is built correctly so that their stucco facade will reach its full life cycle and that they will have no problems at resale. Quaker Stucco is a traditional stucco finish coat that is the last material applied on the project. Our video will center on wall installation prior to three-coat exterior stucco application. Stucco will also be referred to as plaster. First, before anything, we have sheathing. Here we have plywood and also OSB, oriented strand board, an engineered wood used on a large share of residential construction today. One important area we should look at is where one wall intersects with another. What is called a kickout is needed. This small piece of flashing used to redirect water is critical for avoiding problems but often overlooked. Questions arise over who installs it. Possibly the roofer, possibly the stucco contractor, but it will affect the durability of the stucco wall below it. Here we see a kickout being put into place during construction. Although this is a stick-on stone wall, the kickout is providing the same function here, redirecting the water. And here are the results of not having a kickout in place to redirect water at all. Note where the walls intersect. Next, we have to install the windows. It is critical that the window is flashed properly to ensure that window flashing integrates with the water-resistant building paper correctly to shed water. Follow your window manufacturer's installation instructions to ensure that it is flashed properly. Now we have to install the building paper, the water-resistant barrier, one of the most misunderstood products under stucco. Our building paper here is an equivalent to a grade D paper. Under exterior stucco over sheathing, we need to have 2 layers of a grade D equivalent building paper. Grade D means the building paper you are using has been tested and rated for vapor permeability, water resistance, and tensile strength. Jumbo-Tex is a grade D asphalt saturated craft paper. Roofing felts are not rated as a grade D paper. Why 2 layers of grade D paper? Because the first coat of mortar is going to go through the lath and attach to the first layer of paper, causing it to deteriorate over time. Therefore, it is a sacrificial layer protecting the second layer. Another option that is not code but is referenced in the exterior plaster section of the code is to install a design drainage space. We only need 1 layer of a 60-minute grade D paper provided we are separating the paper from the stucco with a design drainage space. Here we are applying keen rain screen over the building paper with a filter fabric facing out. The rain screen gives us a 1/4 inch cavity under our entire stucco facade, helping to facilitate water to drain to the base of the wall and to help ventilate the wall. Rain screen is code in some states and much of Canada. We also want flashing installed at the top of our windows and doors to allow water to shed from the wall. Now, another critical part of a stucco wall, also overlooked, are joints installed where all dissimilar materials come into contact with each other. Here we have Easy Bead, which is a type of casing bead which has an expansion material built in ready to caulk. Casing beads are required. Stucco moves at different rates during freeze-thaw than vinyl, wood, metal, etc. So we need to have a joint installed to accommodate that movement. Here we see it installed at the soffit area. Now, we can easily caulk that joint with a high-performance sealant. Here our joint is installed, ready to be caulked. Now we have a joint that ties in very nicely with our stucco wall. Control joints, expansion joints, are also to be installed to allow for our stucco wall to have a design joint. Joints shall be installed in walls to delineate areas not more than 144 square feet and to delineate areas not more than 100 square feet for all horizontal applications, that is ceilings and curves and angles. The distance between control joints shall not exceed 18 feet in either direction or a length to width ratio of 2.5 to 1. These are installed joints in place on a wall system. This is a weep screed. The reason to have a weep screed in place is to allow water that penetrates into the wall system to be able to drain down to the base of the wall and escape. You can see that our water-resistant barrier comes over top of the leg of the weep screed, not under it. Rain screen, lath, etc. will come over top of that leg as well. The weep is installed at or below the sill plate line on exterior stud walls 4 inches above grade or 2 inches above paved surfaces. Here's our weep screed in place at the foundation. Note that the stucco is then applied below the weep screed on the foundation. If this screed is not in place on your new home with wood frame construction, you have a problem. Not only is your wall not capable of draining water out of the building envelope, but it is also out of code. Once our paper flashing, expansion joints, control joints, and beads are in place, we are ready to install our lath. For exterior plaster, it should be 2.5 galvanized self-furred, not flat. Self-furred for walls has dimples that pulls the plaster away from the wall and allows the mortar to penetrate the lath properly. And here we see lath being attached to our wall system. Up over the flanges of our corner beads, and it should be wired to our expansion joints in the middle of the wall. If we have rain screen in place, lath is applied over top of our rain screen just as it would be over paper. Now we are ready to install our 3-coat application. Here we see a detail of our wall system in place, weep screed at the base of the wall, water-resistant building paper, keen rain screen, and easy bead casing beads at window jambs. We have a 3/8 scratch coat of mortar, 3/8 brown coat of mortar, and our 1/8 finish coat of Quaker stucco. By code, it is required to apply what we see here, a 3/8 inch scratch coat, a 3/8 inch brown coat, followed by a 1/8 inch finish coat over exterior wood frame construction. This must be a full 7/8, they call it a nominal thickness. If the installer of this type of a wall system over sheathing is only putting 1 scratch coat of mortar and an application of finish coat, it is not considered proper installation unless you have a prepackaged base coat material that has an ES report provided by the International Code Council. This is a basic guide for wall installation. Please refer to your state and local building codes for further information that is required to build this wall correctly. It is the designer's responsibility to ensure that the wall system is built properly into local code jurisdiction. Quaker takes no responsibility for this. For more information or questions, please contact us at Quaker Stucco, 1-800-523-3834.